New documents reveal FBI Clinton cover-up. Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. We have breaking news here. In Washington, the ostensible story is rarely the real story. We know, for example, that former President Clinton engineered a meeting with President Obama's Attorney General Loretta Lynch on the tarmac of the Phoenix airport on June 27, 2016. That's the official story, replete with the charming and intentionally disarming detail that all they talked about was their grandchildren. It was just coincidental, don't you know, that at the time the FBI was looking into Hillary Clinton's use of the personal email server to send, receive, and store classified information. And it was also simply coincidental that just a few days later, the director of the FBI, who served under Attorney General Lynch, announced that he wouldn't recommend a prosecution of Hillary Clinton. Richard Nixon must be rolling over in his grave. What we haven't known until now is that a frantic scramble erupted in the halls of the FBI to cover up this meeting. In fact, the FBI turned its sharp light not on the scandalous meeting between the Attorney General and Bill Clinton, but rather on one of the whistleblowers who got the word out. The organization I head, Judicial Watch, asked the FBI on July 7, 2016 for any record that might pertain to the infamous tarmac meeting. We had to sue after we were ignored by the agency. Then the FBI told us flat out that it couldn't find any records. And we now know that was a flat out untrue, aka a lie. Because in responding to another one of the Freedom of Information Act's FOIA lawsuits, the Justice Department gave us heavily redacted documents that show there were additional documents tucked away at the FBI headquarters. If not for Judicial Watch's lawsuit, these documents would still be hidden today. Because of the revelation of other lawsuits, the FBI, without our knowledge, reopened the FOIA request. The agency supposedly found about 30 pages of information, which it needed 6 weeks to review. The FBI finally gave them to us late Thursday. Now we know why the FBI played shell games. The documents show that the FBI's officials were concerned solely about the leaking of details of the tarmac meeting. None of the documents show top agency officials cared one whit about the propriety of the meeting itself, but only about who blew the whistle on the covert tete-a-tete. In one email, an FBI official writes, "We need to find that guy." And in another, we learned that the Phoenix FBI office was contacted, quote, in an attempt to stem any further damage. An FBI official working on Lynch's security detail even goes so far as to suggest non-disclosure agreements to keep the full facts from coming forth. No wonder the FBI didn't turn these documents over until we caught it red-handed, hiding and lying about them. Simply put, the FBI appears to be fully complicit in a cover-up that attempted to influence a presidential election for a favored candidate, Hillary Clinton, and the truth was trampled on a Phoenix tarmac. We also have breaking news in connection with Hillary Clinton that FBI agent Peter Strzok also changed the documentation and changed the verdict reached by the FBI in the investigation into Hillary Clinton. What was the change? The simple change. It was changing the verdict from negligent to mistake. Under the law, if a person is found negligent, they can be prosecuted under treason. Under the recommendation of the FBI, the Department of Justice did not seek to indict nor prosecute Hillary Clinton. It was now found out that this agent was is anti-Trump and a Hillary Clinton supporter. This agent, Peter Strzok, was also named to the special counsel investigating the quote-unquote Russia collusion, which, if anybody knows, Robert Mueller is not investigating Trump on any collusion charges with Russia. The President of the United States has complete and full authority to speak to any diplomat from any country. The fact that the mainstream media keeps harping on talking about Russia-Trump collusion is simply fake news that generates clicks for the news. That's all it is. CNN's ratings shot up once they started talking about a Russia-Trump collusion. due to Democrats not accepting that they lost one election. Also related, the Department of Justice is now investigating the Mueller team. Also related, this is a big web that's being woven. Congress is investigating both the Department of Justice and the Mueller team and the FBI because of the revelation that Peter Strzok, all of his information was hidden from Congress even after they requested it, and it was found out, in fact, that this guy is the one who's involved in all of this, covered up the Hillary Clinton connection with the FBI, covered up the Hillary Clinton connection with the Department of Justice. Then the question becomes, is the current Department of Justice or the current FBI able to be trusted? And the answer is no, they are all connected, all with Comey and the rest of them. They are all connected. They are the same people. There has been no change. Trump is literally alone. I repeat, Trump was never under investigation. Do not believe the mainstream media when they say that he is. That was all something to generate clicks for the news. Thank you for watching. The only thing that I can recommend is that you contact your congressman or senator. There is an investigation going on by Congress, who is not happy that information was hidden from them intentionally, even after they requested it. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show. Please leave a like. That's how YouTube works. You have to like or thumbs up the video. It is not any inquiry into whether or not you like the information, whether or not you like how the video is put together. It's simply an acknowledgement that you watched the video and that you paid attention. If you made it to the end of the video, leave a comment with #ThanksShakaama.